It comes in many forms. You'll find pills and supplements with activated charcoal on grocery store shelves. You'll find drinks at juice bars with activated charcoal. There are even some chains now implementing things like charcoal ice cream like we saw in the intro. But this morning we're going to the atomic level to verify how effective they really are. To verify, I spoke with a chemistry professor at Gonzaga University and consulted research featured by the National Institutes of Health. And for this one Verify segment, we're actually going to deal with two different aspects of the claim. The first is whether or not activated charcoal can remove poisons and other agents. And the answer to that question is yes. In fact, medical professionals have been using activated charcoal on poisoned patients since the 1800s. It works because of the chemical properties of carbon. And I'm going to let someone far more knowledgeable explain that. Professor Joanne Schmea specializes in water purification and has worked in Africa to get clean drinking water to people.
We use activated charcoal regularly in wastewater treatment plants. Activated charcoal is a very unique substance in that it has a lot of surface area. So the activated charcoal particles has many channels in it. We filter the water through this bed of activated charcoal, and so these small particles that have a carbon backbone get stuck in these channels, and therefore the water that passes through this activated charcoal comes out without any of those small carbon-based particles left.
Now we get to the next part of the Verify question. Are activated charcoal supplements effective, and should they be used by normal people on a regular basis? There's not as much research on this yet, but Schmea says the same general principle would still apply.
Our body is not able to break it down, and so it's similar to sand. If you eat some dirt, the dirt will just pass on through your digestive system, and so will the particles of activated charcoal.
So we're going to have to say that the second question remains up for some debate. While activated charcoal is able to stop your body from absorbing some harmful substances in your digestive system, it won't do much for substances that have already been digested. And it's not a good idea for some people health-wise, particularly those on medications.
Medicines are also small particles that are carbon-based, and so if you take a dose of this activated charcoal while you take your medicine, the medicine will just pass on through your digestive system, will not get absorbed, and will therefore not do what it needs to do.
Okay, so as with any sort of health story, we got to give the caveat up front. You should talk to your own doctor because everyone's body is different. But assuming your bodies are okay with this, we're going to try it. So I brought in 2 supplement drinks of activated charcoal.
Now this is professionally made, right? This isn't. This looks like it was made in a basement. The way it is. We'll just took off the labels. I think.
Yeah, I just found some coal and put it on. No, this comes from a juice bar here in Spokane. So we're gonna pour some out. Allegedly, charcoal has no flavor.
Just a little bit, right? Okay.
Okay, it looks
baby sip. Princess
kind of
bites.
like black, green, and gray all mixed.
Smells like lemon.
It smells like lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, we did cheers, guys.
Oh, okay, ready?
Charcoal
cheers. Cheers to good health.
Here we go.
I'm gonna see.
Down the hatch.
Oh, I don't mind it.
It's sour.
I think I taste lemon the most, but
yeah, it's a little
I don't
tart.
feel like I'm drinking charcoal, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, and maybe if you have charcoal ice cream, there's a little more sugar in there. But
Jen just
I actually like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like it.
It's completely different than what I thought it would taste like. I thought it'd be a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, well, I think you're tasting most of the other flavors in there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people see the black color and assume it's gonna taste like
that's what I think.
Whatever you thought coal tasted like.
And
but no, it's not bad.
Thankfully, I don't think our mouths are all black because we're drinking it.
Black
That's
teeth?
good. Yeah. Our producer whispered in my ear, your teeth are not black.
Well, I get really bad wine lips and gums. You know, some people get that. So I thought this might do that to me. But.
You're good so far, but we took our little baby sip. So
exactly.
Interesting. It's just interesting to see what it tastes like. And if you believe it has certain health benefits, go for it, right?
There you go. Yeah. But the one thing to keep in mind is, you know, like we mentioned in that story, it only really works based on food that has not been digested. But at the same time, if you take it, it'll get rid of the bad stuff. It'll also get rid of the good nutrients with your food. So some people might think about putting it into like a protein shake or something, but that'll actually bind to some of the good things you want.
And you don't want to do that. And you don't want to do it, as you were mentioning in your story, when you're taking medicine at the same time. It can make the medicine go right through you too.
Right.
So just be very careful about it.
Yeah, it's perfect for if you ate something that you're like, oh, that's probably not the best thing. You can drink this and, you know, you will not absorb it, at least allegedly. So.